This is a cheap $3 beer fix for my 67 Porsche. Let's go see what I'm talking about. So you see, I've had this 67 coupe for about 10, 12, 15 years, somewhere in that ballpark. And I've been slowly putting it back together. When I get 2 nickels I can rub together or have an opportunity to find parts. Remember, I bought this car back in the summer of '06. It was a shell. No engine, no transmission, no seats, no wheels, no key. I had to obtain all that little by little throughout the years. So when it came time for my interior, I was missing one little part. I was missing that part that goes on the bottom of the rear window back there. Never could find one, or if I could find one, they'd want $300 and $400 for the original part. So I decided to take that one over there, which I have, and see if I couldn't remanufacture or duplicate it for the car until a point in time when I can find the part I do need for this car, for this window right here. So let me show you what the problem is, and then we can see if we can figure out how we're going to fix this. Come on. All right, so as you can see underneath the rear driver's side window, that trim piece is missing. Without that trim piece, it just kind of folds over the part of the cover there. Now, how am I going to reproduce this? How am I going to reproduce this? How am I going to reproduce this? Crap, I just have another beer. Maybe I can figure it out. How? I got an idea. Yep, that's right. I took the cardboard box from the beer case and cut it out, matching it up to the original that I had, and I figured I would just use some fiberglass material and fiberglass over it to give it some strength. So I got some Bondo, or the fiberglass mix, the resin. I got some strips here of the fiberglass mat. And I think with just, a drink or two, we could, on this hot summer day, we could totally get this to work. All right, here we go. So first, let's get our fiberglass resin into our cup. We need to add some of our hardener. Make sure to count out the number of drops you need according to the packaging on your glass there. And we'll mix it all up. Looks like maple syrup. Pancakes. Okay, so here's the first laydown of the fiberglass and that mat around that cardboard. It needs another couple coats to saturate it and get it nice and penetrated, but there you can see that is a Coors Light box underneath that fiberglass matting. Kind of cool, I know. Okay, so now it's all fiberglassed up. Now we're just going to trim it. So I'm just taking my die grinder, and I'm not going to turn it on so it doesn't kill your ears, but just going to trim it up to where it matches the cardboard that we laminated over. Now again, this is just a temporary fix until I can find one. We'll cover it with Leatherite and we'll install it, and you won't be able to know the difference, but when the time comes that I find the correct part, I'll swap them out. So let me get this cut up and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here it is, kind of roughed up into place. As you can see, it's screwed in there. Haven't had a chance to screw it in back there, but for the most part, it's gonna work. And once it gets covered in this Leatherite material, it will blend in just like it should. And unless you're really paying close attention, you're not gonna know that this is not an original. And it's a Coors Light box, fiberglassed over reproduction, made in America. All right, let me throw some vinyl on this. Let's see what it looks like. So I have a couple yards of this fake vinyl, whatever, leather kind of pattern, kind of grain, kind of leather grain. Quite a bit of it. I'm just going to take the original one and lay it out and trace it out, cut it out, and then glue it to our new piece. So let's get to cutting. Okay, so as you can see, we went ahead and traced out the original down to our scrap that we have, and now we're just going to cut this out and we will glue it onto the board. Alright, so I'm using 3M 77 Super 77 adhesive spray to do this. And I'm going to spray both the leather wreath on the back side, and I'm also then going to spray the actual fiberglass cardboard reproduction that we have. Spray both of them and let them tack up. And yeah, shake, 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 shake. You have to shake this stuff constantly. So I'll give it another coat here. Get it nice and covered. Back and forth, back and forth. And good, good. And let's go ahead and grab our fiberglass reproduction here. And let me get some stuff on it. And shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like that. And let's go ahead and shoot this down. Get it covered. Alright, get up on top. Another one down here. Right on. Okay, one more time before I do a final trim, which I should have trimmed it ahead of time, but you know, it's all that drinking. Matter of fact of drinking, time to hydrate. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now it's we've let it sit for about 10 minutes. It's nice and tacky and sticky. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the other piece. It's also nice and tacky and ready to go. We will put these two together, and we'll use some tape to hold it together if we need to, but I think the glue is going to be sticky enough to put it all together. Okay, so it's time now. We're going to take this. It's tacky. Tacky. So I'll take this, kind of see. Alright, and this stuff is actually flexible, so when you wrap it, you just kind of stretch it, pull it down and over, and then let it make contact with the glue. So it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, so let's see how good we can do here. I may have to put the camera down and finish this up, but stretch it and pull it down. Now we have it all taken care of, and I'm using these clamps to hold it in place. I still need to trim it up a little bit, but as you can see, I got the correct shape. I got the curvature, I think, just about right. So let's set it out in the Arizona sun and let it get nice and warm. And a couple hours later, here's what we got. I'm going to go ahead and trim up the edges and glue them down to match everything up pretty good. Looking nice. Very nice. Very nice. And cheap. We're still like $3 or something. $5 max on this project. This is going to be a quick, easy hack for the early Porsche 911, 912 guys who, if you're missing some interior pieces. Alright, let's set this into place and see how she comes out. We'll get this screw in, and we'll get the screw in the back in there, and check it out. Here we are. Okay, so we have it installed, and it's not too shabby looking. Again, it's not an original piece, but it will definitely keep it from looking like it was, all frayed and the side piece coming off. But now it's all tucked in there pretty nice. And yeah, I think for a couple dollars it worked.